Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm Brendan Lee. In this video, I want to talk to you about a breakthrough of sorts. And this breakthrough is something like, I want you to recognize something, so I want to consider something with you. It's something about understanding where your mind comes from. All right, so this happened because I was like driving or something, and it struck me. So I'm just going to talk a little bit. I just want to talk a little bit with you, have you consider, and you tell me or just get what you get, right? And it was something like noticing that my mind, think about your mind and think about the world that you live in, right? Note, did you decide to be born? From your, okay, I can hear some ideas about, yes, we are all stardust. No, shut the fuck up. Did you decide to pop out? Do you have any recollection, any sort of willful action of you popping out of a vagina? No, you didn't pick that, okay? You don't have any choice about what your body does. And then there's other things. So now taking objects away, or not taking them away, but out of objects, like body, okay, you don't have a choice about that. Being born, okay, fine. But your world, right? Your mind, your experience. How much of your experience is invented? Now for example, I feel like this may be kind of hard to follow, so do the best you can, all right? This is a little bit more advanced, a little deeper consideration. Language, the language that you speak. Did you make it up? No, somebody else made it up. You are born into a world with an invention that somebody else made up, and language is incredibly powerful. And language is not a function of one, it is a function of us. Language doesn't work with just one. Then it's one has language and then nobody else has language. There's no language. Do you see? It's us. Language is us. It's not a one. Your mind, your culture, for example, you're in America. You did not invent American culture. We invented American culture. And also, there are ideas within American culture that are before there was America. Old ideas, ancient ideas, like skepticism or Stoicism or Buddhist philosophy, Christianity. See, these are ideas that predate our culture. It's sort of a weird thing to consider. It's like the ideas that you have about gravity came from somebody else. Your culture came from somebody else. You were born into the culture, which is to say you were born into a world where we are doing something and you either conform to we or not. To we or not to we. Your social world is a function of not one, but us. You didn't make that up. We made that up. And so it was just sort of this thing where I was looking at that, and it sort of struck me oh yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is invented here about the reality in which I live, but it's made up by somebody else. And I don't know exactly what I got about that, but there's something in there that is fascinating to me. It's like I had some wait a minute moment. I was like, wait a minute. The world, did you... Okay, let's keep digging. The mats. I did not invent the mats. The lumber. I did not cut the lumber for the building. Yes, I helped construct it, but somebody else built it. Who came up with the idea for the lumber? Who came up with the idea for the machinery? Who came up with the idea for these lights and the camera and all this stuff? I did not do any of that. I didn't do the lights, the car, the camera, the wires. Who figured out all the electricity? Somebody else, not me. The world is not me. And I think part of the discovery was I thought I was more special. But then I realized, wait a minute, oh no, I'm not special. I'm not special. I keep thinking I am special. I keep trying to be special, right? But But the reality of it's not, the world isn't a me. The world is a we. We. The world is us. The world of people, okay, is us. And it's sort of, somehow I forgot that part where it's like, oh, there's the other part of it, the other. Others make the world. And I am also others. I think that's maybe a little bit aligned with this insight, or a little bit aligned with this consideration. I was like, oh yeah, I am not an individual. Like, how much of your mind even is as if given to you by others? Right. Okay, yeah, getting closer. Like, your mind. You were taught to think the way you think, or you reacted to your circumstances and you think the way you think. But what's that in relationship to? It's others. And what are others? Others are like the culture, the people. And what's with people? It's a lot of concepts and ideas and values and ideas and things to do and inventions. It's all invented. And primarily by others. And then you're born into this world, and you remember when you were born? No, because you weren't thinking much back then, right? Now how do you think? Do you think like an American? Where did you learn that? From others. Do you think like a French person? Do you think like a German? Do you think like Australian, Aborigine, Swahili? What? See? What's that from? It's others. You're born into a world of others, and so it's like you're not separate from that. You are that, in a sense. Your mind, the way your mind is built, is that. So it's not as individual. It's very much not individual like we tend to think. And so then we're getting to the breakthrough part, the insight, where I was like, wait a minute. Now what would it take for you to have a thought that doesn't come from others? That isn't something that you've already okay, backing up a little bit, take your whole mind, take the way that your mind is, right? Now, given the way that your mind is heavily influenced by others, have a thought that isn't something you're already thinking. And it's not something that comes from others, and it's not something that comes even from your own mind, your own current mind as it is. Have a thought that is outside of your current experience. That's the insight. I was like, oh, that's what Peter talks about when he's like, have a thought you've never thought before. Or Kant, I think, has a quote, something like, maturity is man's ability to think on their own, or something like that. It's like to have a thought that is not given to them by somebody else. Imagine having a thought that is not given to you by somebody else. It's not taught to you by somebody else. That's not what you currently think. See, go ahead, have one. And you notice when you try to do that, what does your mind do? You go, what would that even be? You don't know. See, interesting. That, I think, is a powerful direction. First, to recognize the possibility, and then two, to go in there and to that's where you make breakthroughs. That's where you have your own thoughts, not the thoughts of others, not the thoughts of your own mind, but new thoughts. That's where creation lives. And that is not where most people hang out. Most people want to be told from somebody else what to do, how to think, how to be. Do you see how that is putting the responsibility of me crafting the breakthrough on somebody else or external to me? But to have a new thought, that's an interesting domain. That was the breakthrough I wanted to share with you. That's the consideration. So now, how could you do that? What would you have to do for you to do that on your own? That, I think, is the mark of somebody who's a genius or somebody who is creative and they make something, have discoveries. That's where discovery happens, I suspect. That place where you don't know and nobody else has gone there before. That, I think, is like, okay, now I'm on my own 2 feet. Now I am the author of this creation. Yeah? So anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. That struck me the other day, and I thought it'd be worth looking into. So for your consideration, take a look. Thanks for watching. Much love. Take care. If you want to get more serious, come here, please do a workshop. If you need information about a workshop, email me, because I have been notified that I suck at giving value, or I suck at knowing what the value of a workshop is. But I'm sure I could tell you in person. Feel free to email me. We could set up a call. If you're actually curious and you want to go further with that, I'd be happy to share my experiences and what the potential value could be for you until I get that nailed down. Otherwise, you can check out Consciousness Weekly newsletter. Check out my forum. If you want to work with me one-on-one, email me, set up a call. And otherwise, take care. Kick some ass. Have fun out there. Much love. See ya. Bye.